Hello, flounders and fishmongers. My name is TB Skyn, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where I am on what seems to be a never-ending quest to find my way to goddamn Heavensward when the game gets good. It's only been 190 hours and a full year of playing the game to get to that point. It's gonna be good any time now, guys, I swear. It has been good before this, I will say. But, you know, like, it is the thing of, like, that thing dangling in front of my face all the time of, like, oh, the game's, it's gonna get good. Any second, it's gonna get good. Like, the real good part is coming. But that's been the case for, like, a year now, so let's try and steam along and, I don't know, go and kick Leviathan's ass. Why not? So.
Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle.
Wow, gee, I sure hope that doesn't happen. I don't want that to happen. Facing Leviathan in a battle, that would be terrible. That wouldn't be fun at all. That's not why I'm playing the game.
Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable.
Yeah.
Yet, so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts toward achieving that goal.
Kind of pointless, like, we know how this is gonna end, Minfilia.
Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa and meet with the Admiral.
Oh, yes, please.
She will not have been idling in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share.
Absolutely, I'll go see the Admiral. God, she's still, like, I mean, my personal biases aside, definitely one of the best character designs of Realm Reborn. And I'm not just memeing on that, like, there is a good simplicity to Melwib. Specifically, the way that the coat is, like, it's so simple, right? Like, there's really very little there, except, like, in terms of, like, symbols of rank, except for, like, her shoulder pauldrons. And then, other than that, it's just the bearing of the character, right? Like, that she has, like, this like, sort of mane of hair, almost, like, sort of lion-esque a little bit. And there's, like, the cleavage. Like, it's all just stuff that makes her, like, stand out from an NPC and makes her striking, but it's, like, it's effective, simple character design. Same way with, what's-his-face? Mr. Big, flinty, tough nose guy from Ul'dah. The general guy. I can't remember. Raban. Yes, Raban. Same thing with him. Like, it's a very simple design, but it's, like, it's just enough, to stand out from the pack, which is something I feel like with Gridania, with the extremely boring lady with not very great voice performance, who's from there. I keep forgetting her name as well. Like, she seems a lot more normal for Gridania. Like, she seems a lot less sort of, like, I feel like there's less of a feeling of her standing out. Kane Senna, yes. I feel like she stands out less from the rest of the aesthetic of her region than Melwib or Ruban stand out from theirs. But, you know, anyway.
Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Maybe you shouldn't call them that thing that sounds like it's probably a racial slur. Maybe don't do that. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But, if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands.
That was also your fault. Just like you guys did that. You made them, like, you basically made them call Titan. Just bringing that up, just so we don't forget that bit. Melwib is consistently one of the most worthy characters in the game all the way up to some recent bits. Skyn's gonna love her if he ever catches up. It'll be a while, but I'm excited.
Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Sergeant Oltham. Oh, actually, does that change? Like, if I've actually bothered to get a higher rank in the Thunder, the people. It does. Ah, that's good. That's great. Our scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. What the fuck? What a fucking thing to name a place, Camp Skull Valley. It sounds like the name of like 2010's Cartoon Network cartoon that only ran for one season. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you may be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falkbrüder has charge of the garrison. Oh, no, yeah, absolutely fuck Christopher Columbus. That piece of shit. That slaving, raping, lying, cheating bastard. Like, just, like, as a kid, like, I always sort of knew Christopher Columbus as, oh, yeah, the guy who's vaguely discovered America, kinda, or whatever. And then quickly learned that, like, no, he didn't really discover America, because, like, people were living there. And also the Vikings got there first. And then later, much later, I actually sort of learned, what did Christopher Columbus actually do? Oh, just rape and murder and pillage. Just a whole lot of that. And he did that because one of the ways that he secured funding for his expedition was specifically by promising his investors back home that he would bring them slaves. Like, that was not just... That was the explicit mission that he went on. He went there specifically to do a bunch of slavery. That was like the whole point of him going. Oh, God, he's such a piece of shit. Yeah, I've been expecting you, Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Oh, wait, that's a girl. I should probably feminize the voice a little bit. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. No, we won't. We really won't. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen, but don't you worry. I kill gods. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe of the likes of this before. We must proceed with due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative and tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Oh, somebody, of all the times to forget the restorative earth. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Here, I have some corpses for you. You returned, thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared that you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others?
Yeah, here, have some bodies.
Dear gods, those wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do.
What? No.
Thrice-damned fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all the seven hells.
Oh, Demra bro, thank you. Thank you for that subscription.
Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You can count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance.
But what if there was one of us who could like just kind of walk in, like, or on a flying motorcycle, and all of the enemies would just ignore them because the enemies are really low level and they were kind of high. Like, what if we had that? What if there was someone like that who could just like walk in and like the enemies can't really what if that was there? What if there was someone right here who kills gods for a living or something? I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Ah, but we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations.
Again, I could just walk in.
Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levies spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemies from offshore. In likewise, we Scion shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Brick and Ishtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Yukiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Ishtola and Brick. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia as was agreed. Well, don't keep me waiting. Let me keep you, friends. To battle!
Again, I can just what? Okay.
When did we last fight side by side, Brick? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away.
I make fun, but presumably once upon a time in previous patches before they streamlined things, I would have been like closer to the appropriate level here and like actually have had to fight things. Like, am I wrong in assuming that once upon a time you probably couldn't fly here? Stealth infiltration! Oh, wait, that was the wrong direction. Okay.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around. But my bike is dummy thick and the roar of the engine keeps alerting the guards.
Hi, how you doing? I can't even attack them, I'm too powerful. No, don't help me, Y'shtola. Not that I need it, to be honest, but, you know, still, it's the principle. Hi, how you doing? Oh, hang on. There's more of them. Hello. Nah, I'm good, Starstruck Vega. I'll figure it out myself, don't worry. Oh, this all looks very cool. Welks. Oh, that's a callback. Well, maybe it's a callback. I don't know. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're breaking them. Okay, no, it's not. These are like... Oh, ballistas. Right. Okay, I thought for a second it was a Final Fantasy VI reference, but oh well. Hey, Greg. Hi, Bob. How have you been? Oh, hey, you're high enough level to attack me. Well, I'm gonna have to kill you, Bob. I was just gonna ask him about his day. Can you believe this guy? Honestly. Fucking Bob. You okay there?
Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on.
Dude, that hat is so cool. Or head, I guess. Well, someone's been busy tempering.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much?
Ninja shit! Well, rogue shit, I guess. Look at this cool class, everyone. Look at all the cool things this class can do. This class is so cool, you should play this class and level it.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Oh, she is a ninja. Cool. Girl? Are you flirting?
To the Aetheryte.
No, but seriously, that noise she made was like, oh. To be fair, I would also be incredibly turned on if I watched one of my friends do that shit. That is fair. That is genuinely fair, actually.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Everyone else was doing all, like, cool flipping ninja shit, and she's just like, I'm gonna shoot them with a gun. She just shoots them with a gun. What are your powers? Gun. Bullet.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
I am heavy weapons guy, and this is my weapon.
Long have you shriveled sword walkers, tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
That would sound more intimidating if you didn't sound like such a nerd, dude.
Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Ah! Such power! It is transcendent!
Not that transcendent. Once again, just like, she just shoots them with a gun. Why didn't we think of that?
Seven hells.
Just shoot him again.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
Okay, but Melwood, please shoot him one more time. Just do it one more time, just for me. Come on. Aw.
O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Maybe we shouldn't just let him do that.
Die, damn you!
Yeah, now shoot the other ones. No, like, yeah.
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
There's the boy. Hello, Leviathan. You look very much like yourself.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
By me, am the way. It should by right be infinite.
Leviathan looks unlike the other summons we've seen so far, which look much more distinctly, had much more distinctly extreme stylization to them. Leviathan looks pretty much like he always does in the games.
Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
I mean, he's less blue than he usually is.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Yeah, that's like Leviathan's whole entire thing is tidal waves. So yes, he would do that.
If we meet Leviathan on the open sea, we put ourselves at the Primal's mercy. You must think of a way to face him on equal terms. The gods of this realm are vengeful beings. 'Tis little wonder the Gallians fear their kind so. Though the mission ended in failure, I took solace in the knowledge that Minfilia is unharmed. Had we only arrived but a moment earlier, but there's no time to brood over what might have been. Leviathan is returned and we must needs find a way to deal with him. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements, if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it?
You could throw me at him, just pick me up and toss me.
Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure, but Limlane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the Wall in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room.
Oh, no, yeah, don't hurry, just walk.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Halfstone, 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye. The thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
Hey, what if instead of sailing there, because like the water, what if we flew there? Like, what if there was like a ship that could go in the air? Like some kind of airship or something. I'm just spitballing here, but like, what if that?
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
Oh yeah, also I have a flying motorcycle. I could just like...
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
We shall drink the entire sea until it is gone.
This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told.
That seems more complicated than my idea.
If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Oh no, am I gonna have to go on a fetch quest for crystals again? No!
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder.
Wait, why not just have the... Why would you lash 2 ships? You could just have the plunder, like, on each ship. Why would you need to... Okay, well, okay. Pirates.
By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan.
That seems like a great idea.
This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Now we need 3 ships. I still say my idea is better.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Dangerous for all
Yeah.
involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Thank you, Final Fantasy XIV, for saving me from having to do some of the voice acting.
Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I've come face to face with a Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so.
What is it?
A message, Admiral! I just did best that it be delivered at once!
I am listening.
According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan.
Well, that was easy. One of the company of heroes.
The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual.
I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Y'shtola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Brick, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness.
The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lanoscia. The storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful.
I take it from chat's reaction that this is going to be a little bit silly. Wait, I've been here before. It's not... Oh my god.
Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grains over to the mill.
But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over to the hill, and also before...
Tractum. Gosh, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and you hear me complaining? Bah, suppose some of us just ain't made for rougher stuff. All right, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tractum isn't a generous soul. I'm gonna kick your ass. Now prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself.
Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, ya ken. Ahem. The tale of Tractum's epic victory over the dread Primal Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea of how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. And that's no mean feat, let me tell ya. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of my hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake.
What happened next?
Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let my mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some, as you can say, can never truly beat Leviathan, that you've got to learn to live with them and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though.
It's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I've said. I was never part of the company of heroes, so I'm no more otter. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm Chocobodon. No, I'm the magnet you find in wriggling in Chocobodon. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. My member is tiny. It's pathetic. Okay, slow down. Did I just get roped into small dick humiliation kink on stream? Jesus Christ.
I sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with my own eyes. Just a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand, I was shirking my duties one day loitering about the harbour when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent, some mountains off the coast with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I sorted myself right there and then.
Again, dude, Jesus Christ.
What? Oh God, just remembering that day made me so...
Okay, alright. Okay. Alright. Oh my God.
Made me soil myself all over again. Hey, wait, if you're here asking for the Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care, he really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea.
Why, you worthless lying whoreson! I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung! How is there not, like, just a note? Like, how do they not just have, like, a poster up at the fucking Storm guy's headquarters that says, like, fuck this guy. Like, just fuck this guy, don't listen to him, ignore this asshole, kick his ass.
Rick, this is Minfilia. Were you able to learn how to fuse against Leviathan?
No, I'm just gonna say no.
I beg your pardon. Leviathan? I see, that is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessels is now complete. We await you at the Moraby dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able.
Tractum, for fuck's sake. Please don't make this guy a recurring character anymore. Please. No more. I did not consent. But yeah, clearly this was they wanted to lighten the mood for a bit. I would have to imagine there were some other filler quests shoved in there in between or something, but clearly this is like a structural thing about lightening the mood before the actual big battle.
I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the War Leader.
Oh, that L is very important. That L cannot, you have to have the L there, otherwise things go very wrong.
I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would also mention that she's nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The Whorl Eater, again, and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to the Leviathan.
Hell yeah, let's go kick his ass.
Ah, I know that look. You're ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the War Leader may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She's been fitted with our friends at Naltigan Vermelis is calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold on water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Okay, so that's the gimmick of the fight. Keep that in mind.
It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Ystrola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having you seen fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Ystrola, if you would join the 3rd levy, and Lady Yugiri the 5th. But what words have I for the man who have made a sport of slaying gods? Finally someone recognizes it. Finally someone, remembers that I kill gods. Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guard you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Brick. May the crystal bless and keep you. The War Leader hard. Okay. Again, that L. Oh, shit. There's a bunch of people here all of a sudden. Hello. That L doing important work. Oh, man. People brought their good glams. Oh, that's a really nice suit. I think you've worn that before, Hypatia, or am I wrong? That's a cute little dance move. That's a really nice suit. Oh man, that's a really cool texture. I like that. Like the blue against that sort of copper reddish, and then with the dark maroon sort of cutting through. That's really nice. Oh, that's really good. Is that like a custom dye job, or that's cool? Oh, hello. Hi. That fucking chocobo head, man. What's that inside it? Is that hang on, is that writing? What's inside the chocobo head? The hell? I can't get a good look at. Okay, well, interesting. Oh, hello. That's like a nice little. It almost has sort of a businessman with the tie. It's sort of halfway between a Bloodborne businessman and a dragoon kind of vibe. Especially with the red glasses. Oh, that's so nice. That shit is styling. I'm not gonna lie, that is styling. Holy shit. And it's a nice combination too with the gauntlets. That's the thing of sometimes you can mismatch things on purpose, and it does something. Because the rest of the suit is so controlled and kind of businesslike and sort of fashionable, and then you get these gauntlets with their red scale glow, or all this badass edgelord nonsense, and just the little bit of contrast works really well. And I do there's a color coordination there too, because you look at the gauntlets, you have the gold there, and you have the gold down along the suit pants that kind of ties the thing together. That's really nice. That's a really cool transmog. Oh, damn, that's cute. Oh, I like the flower crown. That's a good touch. Because, the rest of the outfit is so simple, right? This is just, a fairly basic, a dress and a coat. And then, the flower crown and, and also the sword. Yes, that is true. The sword also adds a lot. But then, the flower crown is, that's cool. God, I'm gonna get distracted. Oh. Oh, that's nice. That's a cool... again, I have such an affinity for the simple outfits, too. The ones that are just kind of... they're not super flashy, but they just fit together so well. It's just like all these professionally designed characters standing around with their cool, special, unique outfits, and they're just getting overshadowed to shit by this absolute cavalcade of fashion icons. Oh, the hair is really nice, like with the tips. Like it goes like the white tips and the black hair, and then like that sort of transcends down into the outfit. That's a good coordination. Oh, edgelord shit, and a bit of a redheaded cat boy. Yeah, you know what? I fully respect that. That is a good armor, like with the ribcage. Like, fuck, transmogs are so cool. Stylish as fuck. Yeah, that's nice. Like the only thing I'd say is like it needs a belt or something like along the middle, like to sort of separate the two color spaces. But that's sort of, I guess, not really up to you. I don't think you can equip a belt as such. Oh, that's cute. It's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous little outfit. Anyway, the fight Leviathan. I was supposed to be doing something. Who wants to come along? Let's just invite whomsoever is like around. All right, let's go kick Leviathan's ass. Any mechanics I need to know about? Like any insta kills? He will rise up and slam the side of the boat, run to the opposite of the water spout. Okay, makes sense. Leviabetus. Leviabetus. I mean, you could cure that with insulin. I love the more ambitious cutscenes, too. That's nice. Nice, good framing, like with the railing and the lamp, and then Leviathan framed against the sky. That was a really nice framed shot. That is a droopy little double chin you got there, buddy. Okay, I should probably put Defiance on, shouldn't I? Yeah. One tank on the tail, one tank on the head is the main mechanic. Okay. Do we just start it, or is there something we're waiting for? Wear a poncho. Well, I can't do a ready check, so I guess I'm just gonna run at him and throw an axe. Oh, okay, so that's what he does. There's some nicely sort of quiet music for him, interestingly. It's a bit of a change after, like, the butt rock that we got with Garuda. Okay, I imagine that some kind of... Oh, hang on. Oi! Some kind of other shoe is gonna drop at some point here. Okay, not dead yet. Oh, here we go. There's the butt rock. Actually, it's more like Prague, isn't it? Oh, that's a big wave. Whee! The way it's going, we're not going to hear the whole track, though. Pity I'm over-leveled. I wanted to hear more of that. Oh, well. La 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 la! I can always do the extreme. Maybe not right now. What the hell? Where's my party? I just killed a god again. I guess it's become so normal now that they're not even going to throw me a party anymore. Oh, well. Thanks for the help, everyone, by the way. I really am privileged that I can just, like, sit and then people will show up and be a competent party for me while I can just stand there and whack it with my axe and not have to worry about anything. I got put into a new instance? Oh, Lord.
Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits, but today I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You are an inspiration to us all, sir, and on that note, the Admiral awaits you in the command room, wink.
What do you mean, wink? What are you implying? What are you implying? Oh, he wasn't implying what I was hoping he was implying.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a Primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
You can set fights to minimum item levels so fights last longer. Oh, I should look into that. That would be nice. To have them be a little bit more difficult.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral.
Yeah, no, it's not like you had a big cutscene where you were doing similar stuff to each other.
Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Thancred, that's not how you flirt.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
No, that's not hard to believe.
Y'shtola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
What is this, the Thancred biography hour? What's happening?
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Oh yeah, I mean, if we're bringing up embarrassing stories, there was also the one time he got possessed by the devil, and almost killed the entire country. So he also did that. That's also a thing he did.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not.
But I am the devil from the Bible, so yeah, I know that audio.
Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood.
Wait, hang on. What are people talking about with snap cubes? What? It trances your gender. Hang on, I'm missing something here. What?
History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
Oh, Snapcube is the YouTuber who made the video that the devil from the Bible audio is from. Ah, okay. That's the context. I get it.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence.
Yeah, part. Just a little bit. This is like when we murdered all of the people and called them beasts and like colonized their lands and shit. There's like, maybe it's like a little bit. Like maybe we bear some of the blame, but I think we can all agree that everybody needs to come together and stop summoning the only means they have to resist our constantly advancing colonization of their lands.
Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say.
What does any of us want but a place to breed?
But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning, but when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
Which, by the way, like this right here, that thing that Merylwib is expressing right now, that is why solidarity is crucial. Because, like, when you have a group of people who, like, we define ourselves as us and the other, and then us elect a leader whose duty and goal and job it is to protect us from them, that's when you get this shit. Whereas, if you have solidarity, if you have unity and companionship, and if you see the common interest that you share with, like, your fellow living creatures, then you can decide upon leadership and upon goals that don't lead to, like, inevitable genocidal conflict between groups. Just saying.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us.
Actually, what if, and I'm just gonna throw this out here, Melvin. What if, instead of drowning the guy next to you, what if, like, y'all just, like, you cooperated and you helped each other and, like, helped keep each other's heads above water, instead of, like, because, like, if you're like both out in the sea and, like, then you just drown the guy next to you, you don't, like, that's not, you can't, like, use him as a raft, or he's just gonna get waterlogged and sink. So what if instead, like, you like, just help each, like, maybe one person can grab some stuff from the shipwreck, and then you can lash it together, make a raft. I don't know. Instead of, you know, jumping straight to murder.
When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Ooh, well, there's the fascism. But anyway, that's exactly the kind of sentiment that Gaius expressed. She only speaks in boat metaphors. Yeah, she really does. Like, everything she says is like sea captain talk. Anyway, that was Leviathan. He probably had some really cool music. We didn't get to see all of it, unfortunately. But, you know, there's always next time. I'm sure we'll get to refight him at some point. If you've enjoyed hanging out with me in the world of Final Fantasy XIV, you can like, comment, and or subscribe. If you want to watch me record these episodes live, head on over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/tvsky. And if you want to become a member of the channel, you'll get early access to these edited episodes before everyone else does. Outside of that, I think, yeah, like, just basically thank you for watching. Be kind to one another, have solidarity with those who are worse off than yourself, and may the tides of history wash gently over us all, rather. Wow.